All right, AI government contractors. This is how to dominate government contract bids with three AI tools to make your life much easier, to make your procurement process much easier. I'm going to be breaking down the problems that most small businesses face when it comes to government procurement. And we're going to be talking about what to do about these problems. And I would also be showing you the AI tools that you can use to help you enhance your process and spend less time in the weeds and more time submitting bids. But before we go into that, of course, some housekeeping. Guys, get into the email list on the aigovcon.com. Get yourself a free ChatGPT cheat sheet, and then you're going to receive a series of emails over the next 6 to 7 days that would have documents, including a tutorial on how to put together a proposal. And if you're looking to get into the July proposal writing class, guys, I'm going to be having this proposal writing class every single month. If you're looking to get in, just email me at etimgodwin and make the subject line July proposal writing. July proposal writing. But guys, let's get into the business of today. These are the three problems that small businesses face when it comes to bidding on government contracts. The first one is breaking down government solicitations. Just a few hours ago, I just completed a proposal writing class where we broke down a solicitation that was about 37 pages. Solicitation documents are lengthy. They also have to create a list of subcontractors to call. Perhaps you don't have the ability to do the work yourself. Then you're going to need partners. How do you create a list of partners? And then crafting proposals that are compliant with the needs of the government stated in the solicitation document. How do you write a proposal that doesn't take all of your time? But let's talk about these problems a little bit deeper. Now, with breaking down solicitations, these solicitations have very complicated language, compliance language, regulations, all sorts of citations. And not everybody understands that. In a couple of my proposal writing classes, I've had IT experts, consultants, I've had dentists, I've had lawyers, and they still need some sort of buffer in between their knowledge and their expertise to break down some of the complicated language in these solicitations. So I think having something like ChatGPT on the other end to help you is not a problem at all. But they also have detailed requirements. The government are very specific about what they want. They're not the type of customer who are confused about the specification of what they want. No, they know exactly what they want to the T, and they tell you what they want. And sometimes what they want compiles into a very long list, and you have to give them what they want. So you have to know what they want by breaking down these solicitations to find out exactly what it is they want. We're going to be doing that in this video. Then lengthy documents. Like I said, we've seen solicitations from 30 pages all the way to 67 pages, but we still need to break down these solicitations. How do you do it in a manner that's more efficient and saves you time and gets you closer to submitting the bid as opposed to spending a week trying to understand what's in the solicitation? Let's talk a little bit about creating a list of multiple subcontractors. It can be very time consuming to find a business that's going to be willing to do the work. I've had students who tell me that, hey, listen, Godwin, I called a subcontractor and they told me that they're not going to give me a quote because they have just submitted a bid for the same contract. I've had them say, hey, listen, Godwin, I find it very difficult to find more than two subcontractors. And the two that I reached out to, they they said that they don't want to handle anything with the government. It's also research intensive. What if the job is in a rural place and you're finding it difficult to find companies in that area? How do you go about researching companies that would want to even go into a rural place? How do you create a list so that you don't have just two companies and then you feel down on your luck when nobody comes to your aid? And contact verification. There's a lot online, a lot of fake information. How do you know that you're reaching out to the company that has the right contact information? And the last one, and I think the most daunting of them all, writing proposals that are compliant. One, there's a lot of room for misinterpretation. If you do not understand what is in the solicitation, when that misunderstanding is going to translate to your proposal writing, exhaustive research. Sometimes you may be working on something that you don't really understand. If you are in the business of, let's say, for example, lawn care, but now you're bidding on dry cleaning, it means you're going to have to do research. How can you make this research process faster? And it's time consuming to write proposals. I remember I was watching a video on one of the people in the space who was talking to somebody who had won a contract in real estate, and she said that she spent 5 hours reading the solicitation documents and putting together a proposal. It doesn't have to be like that. You can still write a quality proposal without having to spend 5 hours. But guys, here are the three AI tools that are going to help you in your government procurement process. And this is interesting. ChatGPT is going to be the powerhouse for a lot of what you do. Perplexity AI would act as a support, and so will Grammarly AI. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to use these three AI tools to break down a solicitation, to find a prospective subcontractor, and to write a compliance proposal, a compelling proposal that conveys your expertise to the contracting officer on the other side. But guys, ChatGPT will typically be used to break down solicitations and to write the proposals. Perplexity AI will be used in finding subcontractors, and you can also use it to put together parts of the proposal. And Grammarly will be for grammar and syntax. Sometimes ChatGPT's language is extremely robotic and it uses a lot of flowery language. Sometimes its syntax is not the best for a professional document. Grammarly is going to help you with that. And I'm using a paid subscription, by the way. You can pay for Grammarly for the entire year. You can pay for it quarterly or you can pay for it monthly. But I would advise you to go for the longer term because Grammarly actually costs more if you decide to pay monthly. But let me show you guys because I can show you better than I can tell you. And the best thing about this video is that I am not going to be looking at a solicitation that I've worked on before. It's going to be fresh for me, fresh for you. So let's go. Okay, let's head into sam.gov here. This is what I was working on previously, so I'm just going to go back to the home page so we can all have a fresh start. I'm going to hit search. After I hit search, I'm going to go into I'm going to go into all domains, contract opportunities. Once I hit contract opportunities, I have these filters. I want the due date to be 1 month out. Oh, I hit next week. So next month. And then I'm thinking, okay, what industry? I'm going to look for carpet removal. Let's look at some carpet removal. Okay, so let's see. Carpet replacement. What is this all about? Okay, we have a fairly okay description. Actually, let's move away from this. Let's move away from this and I'm going to go into Okay, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try waste management. Let's go into waste management. We have grease and lint trap service. Okay, this is an original sources sought. I'm going to ignore that because it's a sources sought. Let's see. Lateral move precision irrigation system. Lateral move precision irrigation system. Okay, let's see this. This is a solicitation. Total small business aside. Here we have a fair description. I won't say it's too long. I won't say it's short. Let us copy this description first. And I'm going to open up ChatGPT here. I'm simply going to say break this. I'm simply going to say break this down in simple language. Okay, so solicitation number, type of request. This request is an RFQ, request for quote, specifically targeting small businesses only. Small businesses are allowed to bid. Okay, great. Regulations and code. It gives us a lot of the standard stuff, the NAICS code, and all that cool stuff. Requirements. The government wants to pursue a to purchase a lateral move precision irrigation system. The system should be delivered, installed, and staff trained on its use at the USDA, located in MS Zuber Building in Columbia, Missouri. March 1st, 2025. They want it by March 1st, 2025. Interesting. Contract type. This contract is a firm fixed price, meaning the price agreed upon is the final price, regardless of any cost variance that may occur. So you have to think about that when you're quoting. The price has to be the same regardless of any changes, any variance that may occur later. Great. That's telling you to be prepared. So bidders must include their price, technical specification of the product, and completed copy of FAR provision and their quote. All bids must be sent electronically to the specified email address. Selection criteria. So the lowest price technically acceptable LPTA approach is used. This means that the cheapest quote that meets all technical specification and past performance criteria will win the contract. Guys, I don't like guessing. I like to follow what is in the contract. Now we know, in the solicitation, I mean. Now we know that the lowest price technically acceptable is the approach that they're using here. So if the lowest bid doesn't meet the technical specification, it will be rejected, and the next lowest bid will be evaluated. This process continues until a technically acceptable bid is found. So you understand how they're going to make this decision. Submission deadline, system of award. But guys, this is just that description that we saw. We're having a rough idea of what this is all about using ChatGPT to break down some of the information that we met on sam.gov. So what I'm going to do now is, how many documents are here? Oh, we have one document. I'm going to download this document. I'm going to throw this document right into ChatGPT. And on this side, I'm actually going to open Government Contracting Without Tears. It was previously called the ChatGPT cheat sheet, but now it has evolved into the book Government Contracting Without Tears. Join the email list, and you'll be getting announcements on when the payment link is fixed, and you'll be able to purchase the book. But for now, I'm just going to send out a couple of free documents over the next week. But let's do this. We have the prompt that we're going to use, and I'm going to paste it into ChatGPT, and let's see what the results look like. This prompt helps to bring out information such as the scope of work, the technical specification, the profile as the timelines, milestones, evaluation criteria. Now, the main task is the contractor is responsible for delivery, installation, and training of personnel on the use of the lateral move precision irrigation system to provide fully functioning irrigation system that meets the specified requirements. Okay, so we have the objectives, we have the deliverables. They need one lateral move precision irrigation system fully installed and operational with training provided to the USDA personnel at specified locations. Guys, let's find out, what does this lateral move precision irrigation system actually look like. This might be fascinating. Let's see. Let's go to images. Oh, I see. So this is what the lateral move irrigation system looks like. So I guess it's a linear movement to go straight, and then it irrigates. So it waters probably for farmland, but this is what they want to purchase. The government wants to purchase this machine, and you can help them do that. Now let's go back to ChatGPT and see what are the technical specifications. The system must meet the technical specification outlined in the solicitation, while include plumbing fixture PSC code 4510. Installation and training methods must ensure that the system is operational and the staff is competent on using the system. So if you're partnering with a sub, you want to find out what does your training look like. Are you guys able to run a training so that the staff of the USDA have the ability to use the machine? These are where your questions are going to come out from. It also makes you come off as someone who knows exactly what needs to be done. Now, performance metrics. The system must be fully functional and meet all operational specification as described in the SOW. Delivery date, we have the delivery date. Let's look at the evaluation criteria. Must offer the lowest price while meeting technical specification. You must also, the quotes must meet or exceed the requirements specified in the solicitation. Past performance, contractors must have satisfactory past performance in delivering similar systems. Guys, when we have found or we have broken down the solicitation, the next thing we want to do is find subcontractors. How do you find subcontractors? Well, a job like this is typically going to be done by an irrigation kind of specialist. So I'm going to ask, like, what kind of companies can do the job? What kind of companies can do the work? What kind of companies can do the job? So we have irrigation system manufacturers. Okay, we have irrigation system manufacturers. I want to take that first one. I'm just going to copy this first one and I'm going to ask ChatGPT to turn this into a Boolean string with the location of the site. Fantastic. Let's paste. We turn this into a Boolean string. This is transitionary. Now you're looking for subcontractors. We're using ChatGPT to look for the subcontractor, but then this is just for us to create the Boolean strings. Then we're going to go to Perplexity AI to see what we can do here. You have two options when looking for subcontractors. It's either you go for Perplexity AI or you go for Google Boolean strings. So just with these Boolean strings alone, let's check it out. Let's see what this is talking about. Irrigation system, precision irrigation, water management, agricultural engineers. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to go into this page, paste it right there. Okay, let's look at this. Guys, one thing I you can do is you can grab the link, go back into ChatGPT and say, based on the company below, what are the and green flags related to their capacity to do the work on this SOL. And I'm going to just paste the link and watch this, guys. ChatGPT is going to tell me the green flags and the red flags. Right now, it's browsing through the website to find out what's going on here. Green flag. Pro Outdoor has over 20 years of experience in the irrigation industry, suggesting a deep understanding and capability in handling various types of irrigation projects, including precision irrigation systems. Comprehensive services. They offer a range of services from installation, maintenance, system repairs to backflow preventer testing, which is crucial for ensuring the long-term functionality of irrigation systems. Okay, guys, it's always easy to read green flags, but let's read the red flags. Let's see the red flags. Geographic focus. The primary service around the St. Louis region, which might pose logistical challenges if the project located is far outside the area. So guys, these red flags are not to discount the companies or completely disqualify them, but it gives you an opportunity to ask a question. So when you get on the call with the sub, you can say, hey, would you be able to service this site? This is the location. Primary focus on small project. Much of their experience seems to be with residential and smaller commercial systems. If the project is significantly larger or more complex than their typical work, it could pose challenges. So that's a question that you want to ask. But guys, do you see the way I'm using ChatGPT to create a system that would help me to get through to the subcontractors and ask real questions? I'm not just going to call and say, hey, can you fulfill this government contract? yeah, we just want you to do it. No, we have questions to ask. We need to find out, are you actually qualified? But let's say that we're going to go with this company. Let's say that they are the ones that would be the right fit for the job. Now you want to start, or actually, let me pause. Let's use Perplexity AI to find other subs. And the way we do this is we'll go back to ChatGPT and I'm going to grab irrigation system manufacturers, for example. I'm going to paste that there. I'm going to say list five. I'm just going with five. That's my number that you need to go with. And in now let's get back to the location of the site. I believe it's, yeah, this is it. I'm going to grab the location of the site here and I'm going to say with a link to their website. Fantastic. So with a link to their website, we have Atkins, we have Ross Landscaping Superior Irrigation Division. Let's open this link and see what we find. Okay, residential systems, commercial sport field systems. I'm just wondering, these look like sprinklers. These look like sprinklers in my eyes. But let's see. Atkins, residential irrigation. What about commercial? Lawn mowing, aeration, seeding. So if I'm too confused about this, I'm going to call in. I'm going to here. I'm going to say, can they do the work? Oh, I'm going to pause that. Let's look at this way. And then I'm going to grab one of the companies. Again, I want to just find out if these guys can do the work. ChatGPT is going to go through their website. It's going to see all the information and it's going to let us know. And I want to tell you this. They say, yes, Ross Landscaping through their Superior Irrigation Division can handle the work in Colombia. They offer both residential and commercial irrigation services and have a significant presence in the region since 2006. They focus on high quality, technologically and provide comprehensive services, including design, installation, maintenance, and repair of your irrigation system. This makes them well equipped to handle the projects involving sophisticated irrigation solutions like the lateral move precision irrigation system. Okay, let's do something now. Let's begin to write the proposal. Let's just get the executive summary out. Or actually, we'll start with the table of contents. So before we create the table of content, I'm going to ask ChatGPT to write out the evaluation criteria. After it spells out the evaluation criteria, what you want to do is you want to build out your table of content based on the evaluation criteria. So I'm going to ask it to build out a table of content based on the evaluation criteria. Don't worry about the spelling errors. ChatGPT is going to fix all of that. Guys, we've built out a table of content right now. So this is the table of content, introduction, technical specification, all of that. Guys, for now, because I'm just creating this video, I'm just going to go into the introduction. Introduction is typically the executive summary. Now, in the proposal writing class, I do go into more detail step by step. Right now, for the purpose of this video, for anybody who can follow along, this is going to give you a lot of value already. But let's go back into Government Contracting Without Tears, which is the ebook that will be available from next week. I will be announcing the date in my email list. So join the email list by going on to the aigovcon.com. But let's create this evaluation criteria, this executive summary. This proposal is for Godwin. We connect companies to to complete government needs. Just adding something here. Again, the spelling errors, ChatGPT would get the drift. I'm going to ask you to write the executive summary. Okay, so GovCon is pleased to submit this proposal for the solicitation number concerning the lateral move precision irrigation system. As a specialized intermediary dedicated to connecting government projects with proficient contracting services, we are uniquely positioned to facilitate the delivery and installation of high quality irrigation systems for the USDA. Our proposal outlines a comprehensive approach to meet the detailed technical specifications set forth in the solicitation document. We leverage our extensive network of industry leading partners who specialize in advanced irrigation technology and have a proven track record of timely and effective project execution within government standards. Fantastic. So we have key compliance, cost effectiveness, proven expertise, and we have an executive summary, guys. I was speaking to a contracting officer the other day, and he told me that some people submit 50-page to 100-page proposals for carpet cleaning. This is not what you want to be doing. You want to be able to submit something that's concise, but really focuses on the need stated in the solicitation. So it's important that you write something that, one, allows you to show the contracting officer on the other side that you truly went through the solicitation and you have the capability to do the work. Guys, if you want to learn how to write a full on proposal in less than 2 hours, you need to join my proposal writing class in July. Okay? Email me at etimgodwin4 and I will add you to the list. The date will be announced before the 20th of June. Stay tuned and get ready. Become an AI government contractor.